here we are, we're going to Seoul. I just wanted to show you that here's my new vehicle. This is the inside of an Asp, which I actually love having the big open top. There's all glass on the top, all glass on the sides, a little bit less space. I mean, it's really crammed in here on the right and left of my body, or my fictional body, with my gloved hands like I'm gonna go batting practice. So, now that I'm one of Shredder's foot soldiers, I'm ready to go take on the Seoul Galaxy. So, let's check it out. Over here I have, you can see, $2.6 million in my balance. It's freaking awesome. I got myself up to the Scout Explorer rank, which is only saying that they've received so much money from my explorations. It goes up by that. Merchant. The merchant level is once you've actually made over, I think, 5 million. So once you've made over 5 or 3, I think it was 3 million. Once you've made over that, one of those two numbers, you get the merchant rank, and I know that it's 30 something for the broker rank. So I'm on my way to the broker trade rank. And novice at combat. My stats, you can see I'm a chief petty officer at the Federation, and it was interesting because all I did was I battled 2 generals, and then I went and had a pirate mission. The pirate mission is roughly going and bounty hunting at the nav beacon. You go to the nav beacon, fight these guys, and if they happen to be part of the gang or pirates of the area, it counts towards your 3 to 5 kills, whatever the mission asks you to do. So I had 3 kills to do it first, did that, went back, handed it in. It asked me to do pirates again. I had to kill 5 this time. Same nav beacon, I found 5. Actually, I found a wing of 3. And so in one attack, with other people helping me, I was able to take down 3 of the pirates that I needed to take down. So I came back, got the rank, noticed I had a mission that said you've been invited. It was a Federation invitation or a federal invitation, something like that. And I went to it. It gave me access to the PLX 695 system permit. That's all I had on here. I even checked this screen and I had nothing else. Let me go to the Galaxy. Boom, 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 boom. Haha. No longer saying permit required. Plot my route and go. Now, one thing I should tell you that maybe you've already found out your own, but for some reason I always thought you had to go from nothing to super speed or super cruise, and then from super cruise you can toggle down and go into hyperspeed. But basically, as long as you're not mass locked, you could jump straight from nothing to hyperspeed. I had no idea. But here I am. There's Neptune in the distance. Sol, the star of our solar system. Man, I'm afraid to turn in different ways. I don't want to miss anything. Okay, so I can see all the planets that are ahead, that are on this. What do we got here? Unidentified, dataless. Over Mercury, Venus has Brunel Station, and Earth has all of these. The moon. Alright, let's start at Mercury. I don't want to get too close because I don't want the gravity to hold me back. There's Mercury. Okay, Mercury it is. Now, let's head over to the next planet, which apparently I'm closer to Earth right now than I am to Venus. I must have spaceships in front of me landing at Venus is all it is. It's got to be someone coming in from Super Cruise. Ooh, Venus is very salmon colored. Everything else they've done has been pretty accurate, I imagine, so take it Venus is a salmon colored girl, sure. Alright, I'm moving on to Earth because we can take closer looks when you're here. gonna do a flyby at this speed of the the polar cap, the South Pole, and keep an eye on it. Huh. That must be the North Pole. The way I'm rotated, I would have thought. I guess the sun is behind me right now. There are really 3 hurricanes going on inside the ocean at any one time. There's a hurricane over there by Florida too. You know, as high as they say the Earth's oceans have risen, I'm not seeing it. Huh, I am baffled. I suppose this is the direction I need to be. I guess this is that time of the year where it's summer in South America, as it's close to the sun. There we go. So this is the up, at least as we know it. And when we look back at the Earth, let's go up over on the Earth, on the other side of it. Russia unusable, or is that the Great Lakes? That's probably the Great Lakes in Nova Scotia and Maine. And then the polar ice cap on the north in Canada is just gone? Is that what they're saying? I feel like there's more land than there is more water. Greenland appears to still be there. Or is that the polar? Is that the North Pole? Oh, yeah. I was misunderstanding what I was looking at. That's the Baltic Sea and the North Sea right below me, and then Denmark appears to have lost some of its land mass, but it's mostly islands as it is right now. Scotland's a little big. I don't think it's that big off of Britain. I don't appreciate that they made Netherlands disappear, but somewhat visible as dots. So there is still an ice cap. I'm gonna pull off of this and go to the moon. I can see that there's a small object up here. And it's the moon. Sometimes it amazes me that the moon looks as big as it does, refracting through our atmosphere, when look at how much distance I had to go to get here. I bet the Apollo missions would feel stupid if they had to see someone in modern day travel from the Earth to the moon as fast as I just did it. It's like they could have gone to the moon and back and been home for dinner. Now, I'm not great with the landmarks on the moon, so I don't know how much I'm going to see and recognize and know what I'm looking at, but hey, there's some craters, there's the man in the moon, and I would say it looks pretty cool. Let's see if I can get this debug thing to work. Yeah, there's my ship. And I guess I can't control this camera. I can just kind of rock it to look underneath me and to look in front of me. Where am I going to want to land? think Galileo would be cool. My Italian brother. Oh, wow. Okay, so I popped out of my safe to disengage area. On what? On top of Galileo? I couldn't even see it. It was the dark side of the Galileo starport, and
Docking request granted.
I have no idea where it is. Ah. Man. What did I crash into? I guess one of those. And I gotta get all the way to the other side of it. You probably noticed all the sounds that the Asp is making, how it has sort of a fluttery engine sound. I don't love it. I think the other sounds of the other ships were more futuristic sounding, and these that I'm hearing in the Asp, kind of annoying. I don't like it sounding like this. I don't know, maybe I need better speakers. Maybe there's a different element to the sound effect that I'm not hearing in these speakers that's making it sound like a current technology aircraft with propellers. Man, it's interesting. The greenery parks that are inside this station are different than the other station. I like the interior of the station. It's fancy looking instead of almost...
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, it's really fancy looking. That's cool.
Engines disengaged.
The other ones are such an industrial look where it's just in and out, come in, do your business, get out of here. There's palm trees. The Galileo station has palm trees. Alright, man. We have pulled into our solar system. I've already seen Mercury, I've seen Venus, and I've seen Earth and the moon. I went to the Galileo station, but I haven't seen any of these other stations. Some of them are refineries, and so those could have pretty good stuff at their outfitting. But I don't know what service would be for the economies. Maybe there's something special from their markets, because they do have outfitting and they have a huge population, so I'm sure that I can get something nice, but I don't know what to expect. Then I need to go see Mars. So this video ends here. Tomorrow I'll do the video that shows me going to Mars, seeing the asteroid belt. I'll show you going up on asteroids there, as well as going into Jupiter. And we can go into Jupiter's rings and see what they look like. I can show you what I was talking about with mining the rings and how approaching them is such a frightening affair. You have this difficulty level of knowing when to stop out of your super cruise, but also feeling like the super cruise is about to take a plunge right into all the rocks and kill yourself. So that was frightening and nerve-wracking last time I did it. I was doing it with a free ship. And now what am I going to do that I'm going to do it with a ship like this? I'm afraid even more. So we'll see what happens. Who knows? Maybe it'll be easier now that I've played longer. Okay, man. This is awesome. Can't wait to do this with you and go search it even closer. But for now, I'll send you the video of catching a glimpse of all these places. It's fun. I think I will make this my home if I can get into bounty hunting. But going into the galaxy map, it's right on my pathway to my trade route. Altair is the last stop. This Altair is the last stop on my trade route from Fujin over to Altair, and then I jump from Altair and go all the way up here to this lava section. And so I am from here to here on my trades. And so none of it really involves Sol. Being able to go into Sol is sweet. Can Can I go to Alpha Centauri? Looks like I could if I wanted to. Okay, that is pretty cool to think about. Our closest solar system to our solar system within the Milky Way, the closest set of stars, are the 3 stars of Alpha Centauri. Those are the ones that's like if we could figure out how to get there, we could take off at light speed and get there in like 45 years or something like that. And that's the closest, most opportune star to go check outside of our own solar system. Right here in this game, we pull out and there's all these different stars that I'm traveling through, you're traveling to. It's like we're talking about being able to mount a horse and ride to the nearest city in only a day's ride, when in 100 years, 180 years, here we are hopping in our cars and taking off in a day's drive and traveling 3 to 4 to 6 state lines to do that. The people who we are right now who can't get to Alpha Centauri could someday be the people who are going to get all the way from here to the rest of this awesome, awesome space. Man, this game is huge. One of these days we're going to have to figure out if we can actually come out here to the Nebula or the Bernard's Loop or Orion Nebula. It'd be cool to see it. It probably will kill us. I think it's really extra heated in those places. But if the game lets us travel out there with a fuel scoop, let's take a ship we don't care about, fuel scoop it up, and go. That'd be fun. Okay, man. Talk to you tomorrow.